All right, welcome back. So, for Module 6, we will be going over your book cover. You should know what size book cover you're going to do, and if you're going to do a paperback or a hardcover copybook or a ebook. Now, I don't teach you how to do an ebook. If you would like to have an ebook done, I suggest you go over to Fiverr.com and find someone to do the ebook for you, and they will be glad to do that for you. It can cost you anywhere between $45 and $75. It all just depends on who you go with. If you find that you don't want to do your own book cover, you're just not creative enough, once again, you can go over to Fiverr, find someone to do the book cover for you, and it can go from anywhere from $65 to $95. It just depends on who you work with. And be mindful, there are a lot of foreigners on Fiverr looking for work. They're in different countries, so there may be like a 12-hour difference. So when we're asleep, they're up, and when they're up, we're asleep. But they do good work. If for some reason you find a freelancer that's not meeting your expectations, you can decline their offer, and Fiverr will give you a credit. They will not refund you your money. So make sure you check out the reviews and check out the different types of projects they have already worked on, and you will be good to go with your book cover. Now, if you would like to do it yourself, that is what I'm getting ready to show you exactly how to do right now. Hello. So, for this lesson, I'm going to show you how to get a template for your book cover from KDP Publishing. So, the website is kdp.amazon.com cover calculator. So you want to just go to Amazon cover calculator, and this will come up for you. And so you will go to the book binding type, hardcover or paperback, interior type. I usually use black and white, but if you want premium color or standard color, that's totally up to you. So I select black and white. Paper type is going to be white. I'm not doing cream. That's up to you once again. I select white paper. Direction, I go from left to right, or you can go from right to left, however you want your book set up. The measurement are usually in inches. Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5 inches, or 6.5 by 9 inches. Interior trim. So here we go. You pick your book size in here, and I'm going to select 6 by 9 inch for the size of my book. Then you must select your page count. How many pages is your book? So in order to use the correct amount of page numbers, your book must already be edited and formatted before you come over here to get your book cover template. Okay, so you go to Amazon book calculator, and you follow these steps. If you're going to have a hardcover a book, you would do here, you would select hardcover. All right, for my example, I'm using paperback. You pick your interior type, paper type, reading direction. I'm going from left to right. Your measurements, inches, trim size. Now, I did select 6 by 9, but for some reason it bounced out. So there you go, double check. And you must put in the number of pages for your book. All right, then you will hit this, calculate dimensions, and then this comes up, okay? So these are all of the measurements that you put in, that little formula there. Then you're going to download Let me move this over. Okay. Your next step is to download the template. And then this will pop up. So I'm going to put this on my desktop. And then I'm going to close this out. And then for me, rename. So whatever the name of your book is, you may want to put the inches and then whatever the name of the book is so it doesn't get lost, okay? So for me, for my example, I'm using 6x9 journal. So it's easy for me to locate it when it's time for me to upload it over to KDP. Okay, got it? That is it for now. All right, bye-bye. For the next step to create your book cover, you will go over to Canva. You can get yourself a free account if you would like to create your book cover. And you're going to go right to customize size. That's where you want to go to create your book cover. So you have to put in the width, the height, and this is going to be inches, because remember when we created our template, we did use inches. So I can go to my desktop and open up the template that I created with KDP or Amazon, and they have these measurements in here, okay? So you're going to put these measurements in Canva to help create your book cover. All right, so we got paperback, left to right, 6 to 9 inches for the book. Overall dimensions, the spine. So the spine comes from those 100 pages, right? So you see where it has 12.475 inches times 9.250 inches. These are the numbers we want to put over in Canva. So let's see, 12.475 will be the first one. 12.475. Okay, and then we're going to put in 9.250. 9.250. All right, and we selected inches, all right? Inches. So we have 12.475 by 9.250. So this is a 6x9 measurements for the book cover. Now we're going to close that because we don't need it. Then we're going to go, the next step is to make sure you see this. All right, so we put in the 12.475 by 9.25 inches. The next step is create new design. And you see this blank page comes up. So what we're going to do next, we're going to upload the template that we got from Amazon. So here it is, 6x9 journal. And we are going to upload the ping, all right? The ping. All right, so it is uploaded. You select it. It comes over here on the blank page. And you're going to push it out. And you go here. So this is the template for your book cover. All right, so now when you're getting ready to create your book cover, you can put in the search field if you would like, book cover. Okay, I saw some, here we go, book cover, front and back. All right, let's see what comes up. front and back. And you scroll through to see if something catches your eye, what colors you like. If nothing catches your eye, you can create your own. All right, so for me, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one. And you see that? It filled up the entire book cover. Wow. So we're good. All right, and of course you can come in here and change the elements to whatever colors you want, doing whatever you want. So this is going to be a journal. And do a T. We're going to put, of course, you put your name on your book, right? You usually don't see the name on journals, but this is just an example because you are creating your book. All right, and go here and put another T. Let's see, prayer. I know you can't see my words. I'm gonna move it up. All right, you know, sometimes you have so I'm gonna actually switch those two. So this will be called a prayer warrior journal. And that's too big, right? So you want to make sure that it's a good size. Let's see, warrior. And if you have a subtopic, of course, that should be smaller than what you have there. All right, so this is going to be a prayer warrior journal. All right, since we're talking about prayer, how about if we get some praying hands on this? Yeah, let's do that. That looks nice. Prayer warrior journal, okay? I think I'm going to get rid of that. Now, you do want to make sure that you leave some space in this area, okay? Let me put a design here. Let's see. I'm going to put maybe a rectangle. Now, oh, wait a minute. I need to go to elements for a rectangle. Yes. Rectangle. Now, I am just putting this here to point something out to you. Do not put this on your book cover. I repeat, do not put this on your book cover. I'm putting this here just for an example. This is where your ISBN number will go once you go over to Amazon. So you always want to make sure that this area is blank. Do not put anything in this section of your book cover. Okay? And you will put your bio here. And then you will put your book. And then you put your book description. Okay? Now I'm thinking I might want to move these here. I mean, you can do anything with Canva. Oh, wow. Let's move this over. Do I want that like that? No, that doesn't look good at all. No. All right. Probably don't even need it at all, huh? Because, all right. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to remove it from here and put it over here. Let's see what this looks like. Just put it here. Okay. Up here, you're going to put your book description. Right? Now, I'm just doing this just so you can see what it's going to look like, okay? stretch it out. And this needs to go over some. And it shouldn't be all the way like that. Book description. You have plenty of books in home, right? Well, you can see what the book description looks like. There shouldn't be too many sentences, right? And I'm just doing this for an example so you can get the idea of what your book cover should look like. Maybe 5 to 7 sentences. And then down here, you put your bio, okay? Maybe this will be 5 to 7 sentences as well. All right, this needs to go over some. And then we'll move it over so it lines up. You put your bio in about yourself. You can put down your accomplishments. You can put down your business, and you can put down how you want people to contact you, right? And you put down your author, speaker, life coach, or whatever type of business you have. You just put the main highlights in your bio. I mean, it's not enough room to put a 500,000 page, 500 to 1,000 word bio. It's just not enough room for that. You want to pull out the main highlights of your career or highlights about your book, author, speaker, coach, maybe where you grew up at, what you're passionate about. You can put that in your bio. And then up here in your book description, you're going to put what people will get, what they can expect when they read your book. And then, of course, you want to put your photo on your book cover. So when they look at the back of your book, there's a nice photo of you. So I'm just going to throw this one there for now. Put it here. See, as you can see, there's not enough room to put everything you would like to put. And this does not go here once again. I'm just putting this here to reference. Do not put anything in this area because it is for your ISBN number once your book is uploaded to Amazon. Now we're almost finished. We have one more thing to do. All right, so now you're going to look for a square. And you want a square that you can change. Let's see if I can find one. Nope. And what I mean by change is, you see how this is like that? It doesn't have the dash in the middle. And if I stretch it out, that's not what I'm looking for. So we can't use that. So let's keep looking. Is this one? Nope. That's not one either. So we're going to get rid of that. And get rid of that. And get rid of this. All right. Let's see what we have up top here. All right. This is the type of square we are looking for. It has this here and that there, where we can make it smaller. Now we are working on the spine. You know how where they have the title of the book? Okay, and let's move this over to here. So we're going to have Prayer Warrior. Warrior Journal. And then you space over, Ivy Caldwell. Put Ivy Caldwell's name. You stretch this all the way out. Yep, stretch it out. All right, let's paste this over. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to, let's see, we are going to flip this. Let's see if we can get it to work right for us. Or for me, rather, right? Copy, layer, align, link, lock, translate. I know what I'm looking for, but it's not, it does not, wait a minute, what happened? It does not seem to be popping up for me. All right, I'm moving it. Where is the thing to turn it? It's not working. Well, you know what? There's more than one way to skin. Oh, there it is. See, there it is. It's behind it. That's what I'm looking for. Now, why is it not showing? Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh. All right, so now we can bring this down. Bring this down. So now we got to paste the words back. All right, let's see. Maybe we have to turn it back. Here it is. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. So it's a little tricky here, right? Okay, now let's see what we get now. Look like it's smaller now, but no, it's almost right. Let's get it straight. So this is the tricky part here. So you make sure you get on this here thing where you can turn it. And we move it up. Move it up, move it down. And I think we're going to change this color. Go back. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it back because I want so you have to have patience when you are doing this, unless you have the finances to pay someone to do this for you over in Fiverr. But you can do it yourself. You just have to have patience with yourself. Okay, there we go. I'm moving it over some. Okay. So this is how you would create your book cover. All right. Now, I want to show you something, if I can. Oh, no, I can't because I selected this. It covered it up. So you want to make sure that none of the pink edges are showing. You want to make sure none of the pink edges are showing. You also want to make sure that you have enough space at the top and the bottom. I'm going to move this up a little bit because Amazon will cut it off. And they may actually flag this because it's on the edges and it's going to get cut off. They probably will. Let's see. If I think I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. I will not put that there. I think this needs to be bolder. Okay, here we go. So this is the book cover that I've just created and walked you through. Please have patience with yourself as you're going through this. If you don't have enough patience, you can go over to Fiverr and pay someone to do it for you. It may take them 2 to 5 days to get it back to you. Keep in mind, they are in different countries, so when we're sleeping, they're up, right? And when we're up, they're sleeping, or vice versa, but you get the gist. But this is how you create your own book cover. Then you would download it. You can download a ping and a PDF. I'm going to recommend that you do both of them just so you have them. All right. You'll upload the PDF to Amazon, but you will need the ping when you start doing your marketing flyers. So download the photo and download the PDF. Actually, you can put it in the same folder you already have it with the book cover template in it, so they're all together. So this is how you would create your book cover, and happy publishing. Bye bye.